All right, folks, listen, we might as well get right into it. You want to talk about something simple and easy to make? This is it right here. Today, obviously, you done read it, Southwestern chicken skillet. Let's get it. Now, if you guys come on here and take a look at these ingredients right here, it's not a whole lot. If I remove that from, remove my green onions, because we really gonna use this for a garnish, right? But everything that you see right here is gonna end up being what you call a dump and go. Now, don't forget the full ingredient list will be on my website. That's Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. All right, so look, let me talk about the key thing that you're gonna need. You're gonna need yourself a nice pot. I got me a nice little heavy, skillet. And what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that you have a top, right? You wanna make sure that you can keep everything in there because we're gonna be putting rice. You're gonna want it to steam and, do its thing, right? So this right here will be key. Now, what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to put a little bit of fire underneath the bottom of here. Start putting some, heat in the pan, right? So I got it on low. Don't forget, it's concentrated right here, right? So it has to heat up and then spread out. Now, this is nice, thick, heavy gauge, cast iron. Now, this is what I'm gonna tell you, and it's not a whole lot to it. We just gonna do a dump and go. I'm gonna start with my rice. Now, you guys can put all of this in any order that you would like. I just started with my rice, you know what I mean? Again, I had started, to preheat, and let the heat dispense, throughout, right? So, listen, we're gonna be using black beans. Listen, I've already drained them, so we'll add these. Then we'll bring our chicken, right? Now the broth is gonna tie it all in with its flavor, right? And it also gives it the liquid instead of using water, right? That's what flavors our rice. Now, you guys can see just how it is. Now, I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below. By after looking at the recipe, what else could you add to this? Now, I said Southwestern, so I'm keeping it a little bit more traditional to that, but of course we could have added bell peppers, but you guys let me know down in the comment section below, what would you add to this to make it your own? All right, so I can hear my rice trying to, get a little toasty. Now, you guys can toast your rice, So when I hear that, that just lets me know it's time to go ahead and add my broth. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna raise this all the way up to high and get this going. I'm gonna let everything soak. Then I'm gonna add my chili powder. I'm gonna give it a couple of pinches of salt. I'm gonna add some pepper to it. And then what we wanna do is just get it all the way up to a boil. So then we'll set it at a simmer. This is on its way to boiling. I think I got it seasoned, good enough for right now. And then we'll just add our salsa. I like to add that in last. That's just me. I made this, it depends on if I'm talking, I just really dump all this in there. Just trying to make this as simple as possible for everybody to, make this. All right, so if you come in and you take a look, you see, we starting to boil, all right? So now I just want to set my temperature, my heat underneath the bottom to a simmer. Right, one last little stir. Oh yeah. Now, I know in the very beginning I had mentioned that it's a dump and go. Please do not put your cheese in right away. That's the last thing that we add. But all your ingredients, we put them in the inside. And then, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and cut our green onions. I went and got myself a better, selection of green onions. We'll chop these down and get these because this is gonna give it that color of, that green, that little pop. And you know what? And it's also for the flavor too. So we got a simmer. I'm comfortable with that. I'm gonna put this lid on the top. I'm gonna set myself a timer for about 15 minutes, and then I'll come back and take a look at it. Okay, so listen, my timer just went off. It's been 15 minutes, right? So check this out. This is real critical. I'm gonna turn my fire off. It just cut off. I'm not gonna break my lid. I'm gonna let this sit up for another 5 minutes, right? Just so that we can get all of the moisture and everything to make sure that rice, absorbs everything in there. So don't break this. Let's keep it nice, hot, right? And we'll just come back in 5 minutes and I'm gonna show you a masterpiece, folks. All right, so we let it sit for 5 minutes, right? Haven't looked at it yet. I'll just break this away. We ain't got that kind of steam that'll give that burn. But look at that right there, folks. That's what you want to have, right? So now we just want to go in here and like fluff this up, right? Let it get some air in it. Whew, look at that. All right, so as you fluff this up, you know what I mean, everything nice, tender. Ooh, man. So look, I'm gonna take a little bit of this cheese. Just put a little bit over the top, right? We're gonna do a little bit of a mixture. If you guys want to, you can take some of this green onion, you know, some of the green part, and just put this over here like this, right? And then, you know what? I like to have, you know, that cheddar. This is actually a sharp cheddar. You know what I mean? Love to bite on that, you know? So we just put this on here like this, just like you see, right? Move that over there like that. Maybe add just a little bit more. Don't put too much, folks. Then we're gonna put our lid back on here. We're just gonna let the residual heat melt this right here on top. All right, so look, now let's take a look at it now that we done melted that cheese on it. Oh yeah. Hey, look, let me hurry up. Let me take a picture of this, make this a star, because this is what you guys gonna wanna have, right? Now, I can tell you right off the back, you know what I'm thinking about? Ooh, some sliced olives on the top of this too. But anyway, you can take that, roll this up in a burrito, and you can, you know, have it on the go, however you want to. But that right there will be today's lunch, folks. Okay, so listen, I'll finish taking pictures of it, making it a star and all of that. That's why you guys are here, right? So listen, super easy to make. Really, it's like a one pot dump and go meal that's like way over the top. That's so customizable, it'll really like just boom, blow your mind. Now, with that being said, let me know down in the comment section below, after just watching this, even before you try it, what would you add to this to make it your own? Now, with that being said, look, we got to go in here and get us some, you know, just to go ahead and taste it, all right? So, go ahead and get this because we got that cheese on there. Ooh-wee. Now listen, this would be great to put out, you know, when your friends come over for the holidays. You know what I mean? Not only the holidays, but right now it's football season. We into the playoffs. So, look, I feel like I'm rambling. I'm not finna over talk it. Cheers, y'all. Got to go back in. All right, folks. I'm going to hurry up and wrap this up. I promise. Listen, I'm going to put a little sour cream on mine. I'm going to sit down with a glass of this ice cold iced tea. You know what I mean? And just take my time, eat my food, and enjoy it. I want you guys to do the same. So check this out. If you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say, hey, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, listen, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. One thing I will tell you before I go, even though this made a nice pot, you know, pan, skillet, or whatever you guys gonna call this, listen, this will not make it to no Tupperware. I promise you it'll be gone unless you live by yourself. And you're probably gonna knock half of it out. Anyway, you know what I'm about to do. I'm out. Peace.